broccoli. I've been getting lots of so 4 feet. Chop the tree down, cutting down the tree. Keep the same game with that paper, baby. I'm high and I'm buzzing like a bomb. And your niggas up in that bitch, they said they shoot me free. Timber, yeah, we gon' chop down that tree.
Yo, also make sure. Yo, what it do, man? We here. We live. We back again. Paper bag talk. We got Brother Ced in the building, man.
Yeah.
We got a real brother in the building. He back again. And you already know, man, like, let me sit myself up a little bit, man. You get what I'm saying? Let me sit myself up. But now that we back on, I want to come straight into the conversation of where do we start? You get what I'm saying? As a community, as a whole, bro, like, where do we start? You know, with so much violence and so many obstacles and distractions, where do we really start?
For his overall community.
Yeah, as a person, us as people, like an individual person, what would they need to do to start to help us benefit as a whole? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the reason I ask, like, are you like, is that limited just to people in our community, the urban community which we come from, or just the whole society in its entirety? Or but I'm guessing you just thinking about the urban community, right?
No, I mean, if you're gonna jump in that car right there, if you're gonna jump in that car, Brother Ced, then I want you to drive it. I want you to hit every corner.
Oh, yeah. In our community, like I say, we like I talked about earlier, we definitely got to stop limiting ourselves. We need to expand our horizon. We need to learn new things. Learn as much as you can. Get the most out of the day, the 24 hours that you have. Do something different. Do something good for somebody.
Right.
Help an elderly person out. That's for the youth.
True.
It's not always about money. I know we need money. We need the resources, but it doesn't cost that much to be nice to someone. To treat people with dignity and respect. So those are a few starters right there.
Definitely.
Like I said, you can always do some meditation. Definitely want to get your exercise in. You know, cut back on a lot of salty foods, a lot of food that has a lot of sugar in it. Definitely want to eat right. We need to get back into, as far as the youth, we want to get the youth to get back into respecting authority figures or the elders.
Definitely. Definitely.
I hear this all the time. People always say it's about the youth. You know, it's always about the youth. Well, the youth, they got to be held accountable too.
Definitely.
We're gonna support you, but you know, you can't be calling out Brother Ced, you know, out his name or paper bag as well.
Right.
You don't know everything, so you need to humble yourself as well. You need to like I say, model after productive elders in the community. Just like, for instance, you paper bag. I think some youth will benefit if they, you know, modeled after you. You know, you got that entrepreneur spirit.
Right.
I admire that about you.
Hey, and I appreciate that, Brother Ced. That mean a lot. Hey, shout out Christian, man. Shout out. Matter of fact, sorry to interrupt, Brother Ced, but you know we got to show love to the platform. You know we got to do that.
Yeah.
So let's start from the top. We're going to scroll it and do it. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's all
Shout out Me the Queen. Shout out Christy. Shout out Shanice. Shout out DC, keep it 100, man. And I
So yeah,
want to
shout out.
also thank you, Brother Said, for coming back again and being a man of your word, bro. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that and look, that's all we have for people in our community is to be a man or woman of your word. 'Cause, you know, we don't have a lot of resources, a lot of a lot of money. So
Right.
being honest is something that we have and it's priceless. And so if I say I'm gonna do something 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna try to do it. Now there are some
Facts.
exceptions to the rule.
Facts. Shout out Cool Breeze. Facts.
But yeah, so that's those a couple of things as a whole. I think society definitely in America definitely we definitely need to reconsider some of our labor policies. Um, you know, we definitely need to cut the retirement working age down.
Right.
You know, I don't think somebody should have to work 28 years to get a check, and then once you in retirement, you find out you don't have enough to make it, so you end up going back to work. So basically, you working your
Mm-hmm.
whole entire life, and I don't think that we was put here on this planet just to work, you know,
Right.
continuously. You know,
Facts.
give us a break. If we had more time, paper bag, I'm telling you, as Americans, I think we will be less stressed because
Yeah.
we in this rat race and we trying to get it. We gotta get it. We chasing the dollar by all means, and it's making us do a lot of immoral things. It's making us turn on one another. You know, we'll dime a brother out. You
Mm-hmm.
know, for the dollar. You know, and I understand we need it because we live in a capitalist society. We need currency. I get it, but I just think we're being worked to the max. That's something that society should consider. We have enough people to where we can have rotating or alternating shifts. Just like you know how you work, you go to some companies, they have some people work
Yeah.
2 days on, 2 days off. I think we have enough people in America to do a lot of jobs like that. That way, everybody's contributing to the state, and everybody gets more time off. Because it's ingrained in us that we have to work 40 hours a week or more. You and I know you working 8 to 5, you get off. I mean, you don't have much time, so you got to get ready to do it all over again. So that's something that I think we
Mm-hmm.
need to work on. We definitely need to curb that. I think 20 years should be the max that somebody should work. You know, then you need to go sit down. Um,
You think 20
Also,
years? Hold on. One thing about it, for two things for
Hold
sure.
on, I'll be
The
right back.
three
go.
things if we don't know. We got DC keep it 100 in the building. You did me?
What it do? What is up, fam? What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Mr. Philosopher?
What's up,
Mm,
cuzzo? What's good
yeah.
with y'all? How
So
y'all doing tonight?
we making it. So,
All right.
but here's the thing. 20 years. That's knock off 5. That's just my opinion, right?
I
20
mean,
years.
hold on, bro. I ain't brother said.
Hmm.
What number you said?
Well, you know, when you graduate high school, let's say you graduate high school, you're 18,
Yes.
you go to work, or let's say go to school, you do 3 to 4
Yes,
years.
but you said I'm sorry for cutting you off, but you
Oh, you
said
good?
20 minutes, 20 minutes, right? I mean 20 years, right?
20 years or less. 20 years should be the max.
You sure that ain't kind of high, brother said?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally,
Well,
I say 10.
hey, why not? That give us way more time to enjoy life.
That's
I'm
what I
all
was
for that. Like
saying.
I said, 20
That's what
should be
I
the
was
max.
saying.
And I
But
think
you right. You right. You 100% right.
Everybody should contribute to the state, and we already paying a lot of in taxes as it already is, but a lot of us are not reaping the benefits, the full benefits of life. So yeah,
Like
15,
what
15, 20,
benefits exactly? What benefits exactly, brother said?
having a peace of mind.
One thing. So
Getting proper rest.
yeah, let
You
these
can't
folks
get no
know.
proper rest if you working 2 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, right,
Now,
right, true.
now, let me say this: in the youth descent, I was at a store and I saw this guy working, and I was looking at him. I said, "Man, I know this guy from somewhere." But and this guy he has a prestigious position in the community. He's an administrator. Now, if you and I understand
Right.
why teachers have a second job, some of them, because they complain about the pay. But as an administrator, in my opinion, you got another job. To me, you taking over a job from somebody who really needs it. To me, that's you being greedy.
I ain't
But
never
to
looked
each
at it
his
like
own.
that. Yeah,
But
okay.
but he might not look at it like that. He might look at it as he trying to get it, you know. But I say this, for people who do that, now don't talk about the youth, and I'm taking up for the youth and from this angle. Y'all say, well, they just don't want to work. They lazy. They don't want to do this. But y'all taking up the job.
Right. Hey, shout out
So
two-way Taj Ray, man. What it do, cuz? What say,
yeah,
brother said?
but you taking up the job. If I'm an administrator, the starting salary, I think administrator in the state of Mississippi, I think it's 60. I think it's 60. It's at least 60,000.
Mm-hmm.
So the average pay for a teacher starting off, I think it's 37.
Yeah.
37, yeah, 37, 38.
Okay.
So you making $20,000 more. Now the average income or the medium income in the state of Mississippi in America period, I think it goes about what 40, 45, something like that.
Something
I
like
think it's
that. Something
45.
like that. I know that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So you making over 15, 20,000 more. To me, I'm calling this greed. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I mean, but just don't talk about the youth don't want to work and all that. But yeah, they can't because you got the job.
Right.
You know.
Right. And I know, like you say though, I mean, it should be a limitation, like God, because I know some
Yeah,
people like they'll go work one job for a couple months, then do this one for a couple months, but you get what I'm saying? It kind of
Hey, the
like
estimate salary of the U.S. is $56,310.
56. All right.
mm,
So I'm looking at Mississippi. It says in 2019 it was 24 $509, which is really low
This
compared
is
to the average.
2002. I mean 2020.
hey, y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button, y'all hitting that subscribe button, man. And when you hit that
So
subscribe button, y'all hit that notification bell, man. Y'all stay tuned in because we definitely gonna be coming back with more knowledge every week. You did me?
yeah. So so if somebody administrator making 60,000 now, I don't know after taxes, do they have independence and stuff like that? But you're considered prestige if you making $60,000. Come on, you can consider, you like the Jefferson, you don't move on up.
You
But
sure in this day and time? Like,
yeah, yeah, and even with a lot of the inflation and all that, but $60,000 to me, that's some decent change. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, it depends on yo
hold on.
where you live at. Yeah.
Yeah, you living in Mississippi. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
here. Yeah, that's decent
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. I think you could. I think you live.
Yeah, you can live.
You can live. You just gotta, you know, can't just spend your money while you spend it wisely. You gotta can't just be spending it crazy.
Yeah. So Yeah.
Make some investments here and there.
Yeah.
Save
Yeah.
some money. Save little
Yeah.
by little. People don't understand. Little by little equals a lot. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So,
them dollars here,
uh,
dollar there adds up.
yeah. So I definitely think that's something paper bag that needs to be implemented. I truly believe that if we wasn't so
Right.
stressed to 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 make ends meet, and like I say, trying to pay the rent and all that, I think we would live have I think we'll live more healthier lives. You know, I actually think if something was just taken, it was just provided by the state. I think it'll be. I really think it'd be less crime. Because a
Yeah.
lot of criminal
Yeah. I can
activity
see that. I can definitely see
is,
that.
is a lot of it is petty crimes or something to do with money. And of course we got the social issues, but a lot of it is, why do people rob people? Because they got something. You know what I'm saying? For money. You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Technically, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and,
I
and
mean,
some there
that's
are
pretty
always,
much the reason.
some exceptions, but for the most part, that's why I think,
No, you're right. I mean,
yeah,
I ain't. I'm telling you how I feel. This is my
yeah,
opinion. We giving
yeah,
our sides of how we feel, and I definitely agree with you on that. You're right.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah, like, you know,
So
somebody,
tell me this. Okay, brother said. Cause just digging into the things you've brought to the table in every aspect of the things that you brought. You get what I'm saying?
what talking about in this area,
No, just being on the show. You get what I'm saying? Just in a community
yeah,
too. You know what I'm saying? You've been
yeah,
around a grown folks. I done seen you in the community around junkies. I done seen you around
yeah,
rich
yeah,
people. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
and
go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh no, no, I try to live, where, for the most part, we all on a level plane, you know.
Yeah,
I chop it up a person who don't have anything that's, well, I can't say the same as I would chop it up with somebody who just had a lot of wealth. But if we just having a regular conversation, then yes. Now, of course, if this person that has a lot of resources is gonna help me, then yeah, of course I'll be trying to persuade him or her, to make, let's say, make a donation or something like that. But for the most part, I try to treat, people accordingly. You know, I
right,
I always try to humble myself, because at the end of the day, we are human. It's just class and resources that separate us.
right,
You take away that, you know, and we saw with COVID last year. We find out that, yeah, you ain't no different from me. You know,
yeah. That's
we
true, and
always
it messed a lot of us up.
a lot of your a lot of your positions and titles and stuff are just, you know titles with no meanings, a title with no substance. You know,
Right.
what you do, I can do it.
Yeah.
Vice versa. So I just think that we use that as a means to, like I say, to differentiate ourselves from the next man. We use that social concept, that construct of class, and 'cause I know this and I have the resources. That makes me a better human being, than the next person.
And see, that's how we handicap ourselves.
Yeah,
Little do people know. You feel me?
yeah,
And that's how people start gatekeeping and all that.
yeah, exactly.
Because we all have the ability to maximize our minds. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But sometimes it takes certain people to unlock that potential. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
with every skilled person, it was a trainer or a mouse. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
So, it takes time and work. You know what I'm saying? I notice all them, like, I'm breaking it down to a simpler term, like all the karate movies and all that. When they were training to get good,
Yeah.
you had to see the transition. You could see the sun come up and the sun go down. That mean it didn't even tell you like, hey, it's tomorrow. When you seen the
Yeah.
sun go up and the sun go down, you knew he had been training for another day. You feel me?
Yeah. Exactly.
So with this, go ahead. You said what, brother?
And practice makes perfect.
There you go.
That's
what I was getting
I'm
to right there.
filling out this thing now. And I was talking to one of my colleagues last week, and we were just talking about college and where we went to college and all that. And I said, yeah, I went, for the most part, I said, like everybody in this area who got named masters or whatever, we got it from the University of West Alabama.
Right.
I said, for the most part, we all are average. Let's just keep it plain and simple. There are a few people, and I always say there are a few people who are exceptions to the rules. And intellect, you got a few people who are just exceptionally smart. You got a few people that are exceptionally remedial. But for the most part, for most of society, we fall in that 90% that we all are average. Now, given the right resources and the time and effort, we can move up to that percentage, that top tier group.
Right.
But for the most part, we all are average. I ain't no smarter than you, and vice versa. If you show me how to do something, I can do it. And I think a lot of people try to, use that. Well, I made a 30 on the ACT and, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I'm happy for you because I'm proud of my 18 that I made. I had to struggle to get it.
Right.
and now as I look at it, I don't care. I think it's a waste of time and all that anyway. But that's another story.
No, take your time, bro.
But
take your time.
like
Break
I
it
said,
down.
we all are average. We all are average, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have learned to accept and embrace my averageness. you know. So, and for the most part, and I say this go back to work, and I'm gonna ask you this question: who's more important, the person who designs the bridge, or the people who go out and build it? Are they both equally important?
I think they both equally important.
Okay, I'm back.
Because you could dream something, you could plan a business, but it's nothing until you execute it.
Yes.
So yeah, it goes hand in hand. One hand, what they say, one hand washes the other.
Yeah.
So yes, I think it's the bottom needs the top, and the top needs the bottom at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without no bottom, what is a top? Without no top, what is a bottom?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's one of those. It's a glass half empty, half full type of things right there.
Yeah.
You asking me?
It's all the way how you think
asked
about
me the question.
Yeah. What you think, Paper Bag?
What was the question again, brother said?
I said, who do you think is more important? The person who designs the bridge or the people who build the bridge? Or are they both equally important?
Well, since we're on paper bag talk, I'm definitely gonna give a good answer. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button. If you're on YouTube, man, go to Paper Bag Talk. We here. Y'all make sure if y'all tuned in, y'all subscribe. So we finna turn it up. So check this out. Cause you got the people that designed it and the people that built it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The people that designed it, what if they build it? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What if everybody, the designer and the builder?
Yeah.
That's what we need. This is what I'm trying to say. See, I don't want to go too far and get too deep. What I'm saying is, we gotta have workers and bosses, but every boss has to be a worker to understand it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So
that's what I'm
answer
getting
me
to.
this: what you said now for the, let me ask you this, paper. So, do you believe everybody can be a boss or no?
You gotta work your way, man. You know, I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Once we see how you working at the bottom, we can get you to the top. You know what I'm saying?
So that's like a maybe.
It's like a maybe. It's like a you gotta see. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see.
You gotta show your potential.
But I believe this, bro. If somebody taught as a child and the only thing they know is this, they gonna learn it. You know what I'm saying? If they surrounding is that, like, you get what I'm saying? That's why everybody tripping on music, and that's why everybody tripping on like the influence of the environment that in the communities and stuff in the world that we living in, because it's influencing their kids and they can't beat it. You get what I'm saying? But if we were in an environment where people were like influencing positive things and stuff, just like that movie, what's the name of that movie about the dude on the video game?
Oh no, fam.
Huh? What? Said what?
That
What's that
movie
again?
about the dude in the video game, and he
Oh, that free guy.
that free guy. You know the hey brother said, you know the video game Grand Theft Auto.
I remember, but
I
I
know
never
it's
was a
real blunt,
gamer.
bro. Yeah, so on the game you breaking in cars, killing people and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the movie, the dude he got in the video game, not that exact game, but something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of him doing bad stuff, he did good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow people started being like him and they weren't killing and robbing on the game. You get what I'm saying? So the owner, like, man, what's going on? What
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is, if we just start as one person, like the influence that you gave to the city, our other
Mm-hmm.
following, begin the ancestors before us. If we start with just single people, it's gonna spread. It's like a coronavirus. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with what you said on the topic. I just want to get a little deep and say, hey, you know, we can start them as kids and build designers.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mr. DC, let me ask you this. All right. And both of y'all, let me ask you this, and to the community, everybody who listens. All right. In our society, we have on, like I say, a top tier of the bosses. You got a company, you got one boss, you got 10 workers, whatever. Now, I definitely like people to be entrepreneurs. I commend that. But can everybody be an entrepreneur? And I'm adding to what Mr. DC was saying. Can everybody be an entrepreneur? But will that really work? In our society, is that really possible? Like how many bosses do we need? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point we need a boss, and it's okay for the boss to have followers as long as they're good followers
Right.
or whatever, and the boss respects them. So the question of it is, I understand a lot of people trying to be entrepreneurs. Um, do you think that can become saturated, Mr. DC? Bam, gone.
Oh, my bad, my bad. You said do I think it can become saturated for
Yeah,
too
for
many?
everybody being a boss, like, is it possible, or
I think
is it
I
feasible?
think it's possible only if you want it. You got to really want it because as a businessman, I learned that everybody want a little good average at 9 to 5 and go home. But actually, when
Yeah,
you run a business, you're gonna do more than that 8 hours.
yeah, exactly.
You're gonna do more. you're gonna do more work in your own business than you did when you was working somebody else. You working the average job,
exactly.
so you're gonna be more tired running your own business than just working. So it can be, but you gotta really want it, because some people get into it and be like, damn, do I really want this?
Right.
Is this really? Is this what I really want? And you got to fight for it. It's gonna be days where you're gonna look at it and be like, man, you feel like giving up, but you just got to keep going after it. You got to be consistent, and you just got to be consistent in everything in life. But some people don't want to be boss though.
Some people don't.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too. Can I add this, man? Check this out. How I feel, man, like learning. I ain't, I'm not old, but I'm 30 years old, bro. And for me, analyzing life, bro, one thing I learned about all that, like leadership, boss, all that, when you earn it, it's kind of like they choose you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wish y'all could see my face while I'm saying it, but I know I caught y'all attention when I said it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta choose the leader. It's like people just follow behind them. You know what I'm saying? They make him the leader. The people choose the leader.
Yeah.
So it's like we so worried about choosing, but it's gonna fall in line. You let like stuff like that. That's why I say you gotta see. It's a test. Like we were talking about being a boss. We're gonna start you at the bottom, and if it work out, because you're gonna get chose to be the leader. They gonna feel like he worked the hardest. They're like, if you building a pyramid and this is one man, he putting 100 blocks, everybody else putting one. They gonna fall back, Trey. They gonna see that he the leader. It's something about human nature.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
True.
So it like my last words on that is, it's just like you gotta be chosen to be that, bro. And when people pay, bribe, anything you do in between that, it ain't gonna never turn out right because you ain't meant to be there.
Yeah. And Mr. Paperback,
Yes, sir.
and since we're talking about this, I hear a lot of people say, well, they won't, let's say for instance, the youth, whatever, they coming out and they want to, they tired of, they don't want to work for nobody, they want to own their own business and stuff.
Right.
That's all good and said, but I argue that, as long as we got some good policies in place, some good safety nets, I don't mind working. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. Yeah.
So, because like I say, you can get out. Okay, let's say you selling shirts. Okay, but if nobody buy your shirt, you're gonna be out of business.
Right.
If you selling, tacos, on the corner, and if nobody, buy them, or you only sell a few, you may be your own boss, but you're not profitable. So I think we in our community, and I think we romanticize about being the boss, and I understand it, but sometimes it costs to be the boss. I don't mind being a worker. Long as we got some good policy where I'm treated with dignity and respect, and we got some good safety net,
Right.
And I'm paid a decent livable wage, I don't mind. I
Right.
think most people don't mind.
Right. Hey, shout out to my bro, Young Trey, too, man. Some summer. Hey.
But I like he was saying about it being, can it be oversaturated? I was gonna say, it's a saying like, when you go to the grocery store, is there how many different brands of bread is on the bread aisle? So it's a whole bunch, so it's a whole bunch of people, different bread companies making bread. They all making money though. You know what I'm saying? So it's enough room for it. It's enough room for everybody.
Well, what y'all said, y'all made me think of this too. Now the generation we in, y'all, get what? They went back and put their own label on every name. Like when you say real, like they got their own definition of real. They got their own definition as a killer. They got their own. It ain't gonna be what we were raised up on, So that's what we have to cipher from, so we'll know how our kids are thinking and the youth are thinking. Cause now they got some they done watered it down some more. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna say this, as far as and I'm an educator, right? And
Yeah.
I, our thing is the kids are the future, and I'm quite sure y'all heard that. Well,
Yeah.
I get so sick and tired hearing that. So it's just like, oh my goodness, can you come with something else? You know, can you come with some good policy? Because look, I one of my colleagues was a STEM teacher, right? And I would go into class before I do a session, whatever. But I used to go in there and I'm looking at some of the things that she was teaching them and stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is fascinating. I said, this is stuff that I was into, I used to like to do, right? But I thought about it. I said, what they want to do, they want to promote STEM, mathematics and science, and so you can become an engineer and architect and all that.
Right.
So I said, these kids in the fifth grade. So I thought about it. 7 more years from now, it's not really probably not. It's we probably even have a high demand for engineer,
It's gonna be something
architect.
totally different. Something
It'll
totally
be
different.
something totally different.
Yep.
And still, at the end of the day, they gonna have to go work for a company.
For a company.
Unless they try to start and do their own thing, but you won't be able to compete against some of these juggernauts, some of these big
Hey,
companies.
you'll know how to crunch some numbers though.
You gonna have to
Yeah,
work
you
for
know
it. For
some
real.
numbers.
Crunch
So
the hell
brother
out
said,
the numbers.
I got a question for you since you asked me a question. You feel me?
Oh, go ahead. Take
Okay.
away.
Y'all already know what time it is, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this. Now, with me knowing your role in the community, brother said, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying earlier, with you dealing with all the different varieties of people that you've been dealing with
Mm-hmm.
in various occasions.
Yeah.
Uh, what are some disturbing moments you had like in your career, just dealing with the youth? You know what I'm saying? Like just some
Yeah.
disturbing
Yeah.
moments. You know what I'm saying?
What I saw, and I'm gonna go back to some things that if you go around the community, you'll look and then tie in. And don't let me forget, I was last week, and this guy was at the school and he was stacking. He wanted to stack, right?
Yeah.
And you know, and someone, I'm, all this and all. I told him,
Oh,
I said,
okay.
bro, I said, dude, what are you doing? I said, why would you be doing this at school? I said, the atmosphere, of what's going on in the city and with all this and that. Why would you be doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, have you been out to some of these places, these urban areas that you glorify so much? You know, I said, let's stop with this, man. I said, don't let me see you do this stuff again,
Oh, that's
because
real.
you can get in
Very
trouble. Like
good.
you can get in serious trouble.
Very
Like
good.
you doing this at school. Like chill. It's not that serious. I had another situation. And these are young guys. These are not these are not high school students. These are young.
Wait,
This is like
wait,
middle
whoa,
school
whoa.
and
You mean to tell
elementary.
me, like,
Yes,
wait, no, no, brother
yes.
said, elementary students doing this?
And I'm gonna get to that in just a second. A story by at the elementary. There's
Oh,
another story. Young guy. Uh, he was in yes. Well, he was in fifth grade. This was this year. Um, he was like, bro, oh God, man, bro, I put that on. I ain't gonna say the set, whatever.
yeah, we
You
ain't gonna, yeah, we
affiliated.
ain't gonna,
Yeah. And so
but yeah.
I said, bro, what you doing, bro? I said, chill. I said, it ain't that serious, bro. I mean, it was something real petty. Like he was just like finna flip it, right? And like he wanted to fight the guy. I said, bro, I said, chill. I said, you need to calm down, man. Manage your emotions. I said, come on, let's take some deep breath. I said, it ain't that serious. Uh, it was just like he was so tripped. Oh God, man, I'm like, I said, bro, let's chill. And I noticed that that's the anger of of the young inner city youth. It's just out of control, it's out of hand. Um, it's like they so easily trigger. You can't say nothing, out the way to them. They ready to, run off at you, and so another situation was I was at the drug and alcohol facility for youth for adolescents, and
Right.
one of my it was a few years ago, but one of my students who had lost his life uh, to the street when I first got into the classroom. Um, and I was on the pod with a couple of guys from Jackson, and and they was like, man, look at look at M Town, man. It was like, man, y'all trying to get like us.
Right.
Used to say it. I said, dude, I said that's nothing to glorify. I said, why would we be glorifying a young man just lost his life and y'all trying to say, well, we trying to get like y'all. I said that don't make no sense. But paper bag, I've seen so much of this dysfunction right here in the SIP. It's
Right.
just
I know you have.
unreal.
I know you. I
I
feel you.
I've seen other at the lower level. It's just like we 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 romanticize about the inner city struggles in other places, and it is here now. So, and I think they're glorifying the trauma, and they so they want it, at an early age, and we need to try to curb that.
Yeah.
Um, and by the time they was gonna close the facility that I was at, I seen so many
Psychological.
guys from all over the state of Mississippi, um, Natchez, Jackson, Greenwood, the Delta, Harrisburg, all over. And after you hear it for so long, and
Same
I never
story
get
over
this.
and over again. Huh?
Yeah, there's one guy, see, Miss said, see, I'm under this, what I'm saying? Cause see, we got this right here, what I'm saying? So we separate ourselves, what I'm saying, from the guys over there in on the L block, because they don't get along with this, because see, we got all this, what I'm saying? Cause we got a temperament, blah blah blah. And so, in fact, if your picture that you post up, paper bag, you got me posted like this on a car, on that. I think it was a Mustang, whatever. So
Yeah.
I've heard it so much, and I just be like this, you know. It's just like it's a revolving door, and I heard it for year after year. Young black male, who glorify the street. Um, that's like they want it. It's a high to them, and the
Psychologically fucked up.
yeah,
Excuse my
and the
language.
age I am now, it's like I hear it, and I just like I'm like this. Okay,
Right.
so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do something different? Uh,
The way people think is crazy, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna
Yeah.
build something, or are you gonna
Right.
invest in something? Can y'all get y'all own store or something? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all do something productive? You about getting this money. Okay, well, can y'all get that money and build some infrastructure within your community? And
Yeah.
so and so that was some of the challenges, man. Just hearing, the different stories, um, and seeing them, like I say, that they just glorify a lot of negativity, you know. Not all, I don't want to say all, because I'm not using the all. I don't want to be associated with the all police. Yeah, but a lot, right? Many.
I
Mm-hmm.
I want to comment on that too, brother said.
Go,
You
go
know, I
ahead.
don't. I'm gonna just let it flow because I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I gotta speak from the heart. No, I'm saying because the subject is so touchy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a very touchy subject. because you can offend a lot of people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me speaking from growing up in the ghetto, man, and being around so many different kind of people, it's like, first of all, man, you already underestimated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put at a handicap.
You're behind in the rat race. Yep.
And
Yeah.
then, as with my generation, as the television came, the internet, you get to seeing
Yeah.
people with so much that you want it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, when we were watching WWE, maybe once a week and all that, we weren't really seeing nothing. Now, when you see all that other stuff, it make you want it. Even because temptation, you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Temptation rule the nation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shout out Room Shaker, man, in the building. You
Shout
did.
out Room Shaker.
But on a
Yeah.
serious
What's
note,
going on?
like, how I feel is, man, we have to start communicating with
Yeah.
these people that we feel like are the problem. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't try to, hey, it's a snake over there. You're gonna have to go get that snake and we're gonna have to handle it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
we can't run from our problem, we gotta confront it.
Yeah. We do.
You feel me? And confront the
Yeah.
problem and involving those people and involving them. You know what I'm saying? You see in Cali what they had to do was get the OGs and everything, and they had to really meet them up.
It's still messy though.
It's still gonna be messy.
Regardless,
It's
you
still
know,
gonna be messy.
Yeah.
still messy. They meet up and get
It's
back
still
beefing
gonna be
again.
messy because
So
they haven't found the purpose.
it's
Yeah.
a cycle, like Said was saying.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
happen
just
over
like,
and over again. We got to
They
yeah.
get
ain't
out.
found the purpose of what they doing. They meeting up, but it's corruption somewhere.
We just
I'm
got to
talking about
change up
meeting up to win.
the
Yeah,
way of thinking. We
there
just got
you
to
go.
change the way we
That's
think.
what I'm saying. Meeting up to
Yeah.
change up, not meet up and go back home and do the same thing
Be
at
more
home.
open minded about other stuff. It's crazy because it's people haven't even been out. They area 100-mile radius of where they stayed at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
live and die in that area.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I was asking that guy. I said, have you been to, let's say, L.A.? And he was like, no, I never been to L.A. And he was, throwing up his stuff there. I said, bro, I said, you're gonna get yourself in a world of trouble. And
Yeah,
so you need to just tone it down. Like, go do
Right.
something, and that's the reason why and some of the youth, you ask them, what do I tell them to do? Um, they had an exhibit at the Max this past weekend, and I always try to tell them, I say, if you're not doing anything on the weekend, the first Saturdays of the month is I think it's only $5, and I think it's $1 for students 18 and under to go to the Max. And Mr. DC, you might want to take your family there. Uh, but they have different exhibits on the first Saturday of the month. Get out,
okay,
leave the block.
right,
And this Saturday, I met the guy who was one of the co-founders of Cross Colors, and we had a little workshop. Well, they had a workshop, and I participated in it, and I got my shirt. It was real. It was real cool, man.
that's what's up.
That what's
Uh,
up.
it was educational. So
Bag that.
I try to push it on some of the youth.
Tag
Go
that.
do something different. Don't just sit in the house and play video games, or don't just glorify a lot of the negativity that's in your community. Go do something. Go participate. Go volunteer somewhere. Go read a
Hey,
book.
hey, 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 hey! You gotta ease off them video games now. Video games.
Yeah,
It's unhealthy.
yeah.
It's unhealthy to be
Oh,
in the
my
house all the
bad.
time. But
Hey, look, Mr.
speaking from experience, video
Mr.
games
Mr.
Cause
have
I
Smooth.
kept
am a gamer.
me
I
out
am
of
a
a
gamer.
lot
Look,
of trouble. So
I better
yeah,
not
man.
let Mr. Was it Mr. Smooth?
Yeah.
I better
Smooth.
not let
Big
him
Smooth on
hear
TV,
me
man.
say
Shout
that.
out Big Smooth on TV. Glad you
Yeah, I
well,
better
man.
not let Big Smooth hear me say that.
Yeah, heck
Big
yeah, boy.
Smooth,
That boy's a professional right there.
Big Smooth
Shout out Big
be over
Smooth
here
though.
right now. What you say about them games?
Yeah.
Nah.
But
For real.
Hey, good.
the thing of it is to always expand your, your thought patterns, your
Expand the
don't just
horizon.
limit yourself. Learn as much as you can. The world is your oyster. Go out and you have to explore. You know, uh,
Explore. Yeah.
learn something else. I wish I would have learned how to be fluent in Spanish.
Yeah.
Uh, or another language. So, but it's not too late. Just gonna be difficult. But it just I never I don't know how to play an instrument. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know how to play the piano.
Me
So
neither,
I
bro.
would love to
Me
learn how
neither.
to play the
I bet you
piano.
know how to play drums though.
Yeah, I could play them drums. You
Yeah,
know,
it's because it's in your blood.
yeah. But yeah, paper bag. That's
So
some stuff
okay,
that
brother
I
said.
saw. Paper bag. Um, that it was just like it's a lot of just
Mm-hmm.
the thought our thought process. Like I said, we glorify a lot of negativity.
The wrong stuff.
And we
Mm-hmm.
got to get
Yeah.
away from that. You know, that's why I say I have observed in my years of you know being in that professional educational setting,
Well, yeah.
uh,
Right.
a few things if that you can think about. Brother said around town. If you go to the high school, Meridian High, and I won't the people who some of the students, if you up this late, I know y'all probably are listening to NBA Young Boy and a lot of music. Yeah, because they stay up late, right? They always listen to that
Right. Because I
hardcore,
was
which
just
is
gonna
nothing
ask you
wrong.
something like that. I was gonna ask you like what kind of things implement you like
Yeah,
around town,
yeah.
but
If you go to the
something
high
like that.
school, if you go by the library, it's a big mural of five girls. They're holding hands. I was with the organization, and we got the school board to approve that back in '06. And I was there just about every step of the way with one of my mentors, rest in peace. Uh, so we got that move. Brother said as a young warrior, just coming out of college, got to learn some things. Um, so when you go by the high school,
Fresh out the books, mind
uh,
fresh,
yeah, fresh out of the book. But yeah,
vocabulary expanded.
if you go by there and you look at that mirror, it's real nice. The artist he was from, he teaches in
Now
Selma,
that's legendary.
Mr. McDonald. But yeah, we got that approved. Uh, if you go to MCC
Mm-hmm.
campus, if you go to the library, you'll see it's a name up there. I think it's Mr. Billy Beals Learning Center or something like that. But that was one of my mentors. One of my, was librarian, uh, very well read. But he passed away a few years ago.
And RIP to him, man, for real.
Yeah, yeah. R.I.P. to him. But I made it my duty to make sure that they was gonna, name that library after him. You
Right.
know, so it was. So when you go to MCC, you can look at that. You can think of Brother Said.
Man, bag that. Hey, that's real though, bro. Like that mean a
Yeah,
lot, bro. For real. Like that's history. That's
yeah,
gonna influence a lot of students that go to their school and they gonna look at
yeah,
that and they gonna have to really do their research and figure out what
yeah,
implemented that. You feel what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. But now of course, the family will get the most of the accolades, but the family know that I was the one that was pushing it.
Yeah.
I was there all the time asking the president, like, look, oh, what's up? Y'all gonna change the name? Or I said, y'all at least gotta honor something,
Yeah.
give something to this man. He worked there, I think, 30 some years, which, I ain't trying to work that long, but yeah,
Yeah, I definitely not. I'm definitely not trying to work that long.
If you go to the in front of City Hall and you look at one of the Mississippi Blues uh, plaques, you can
Yeah.
think of Brother Said for that.
Yeah, shout out
Uh,
Brother Said, man.
yeah,
For
if you
real.
look at
Bag that, y'all. Bag Brother
on A
Said, man.
Street, you know, is David Ruffin Avenue or something like that. You can think of Brother Said. I was instrumental in that, you know, even though it took a long while, and it's I always say I'm a small fish in the pond because, you know,
Man.
I've been
You
trying, to
rock.
do that for years, but it took other people to do it, you know, and that's one of the reasons why it's good that we have to
That's what's
unify.
up. That's what's up.
That's
And
like,
yeah, we gotta
man.
Hey, you putting real work in for the community.
yeah,
No
and
cap.
Salutes. I mean, bag that.
yeah, no doubt.
Bag that.
Um,
Community
so yeah,
activists right here.
yeah,
That's what's up.
Nah,
yeah,
like for real, bro. You don't understand. Like for people, you gotta understand this, Brother Said. It's like we on this internet. It's 10:39. You
yeah,
could be asleep, bro. You
yeah,
feel me?
and about to go in a few minutes.
Right. No cap.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we don't know in the future this might reach millions of kids. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
But we need
yeah,
something to represent a black man. We gotta start standing up and we gotta start representing. We gotta start correcting ourselves for real. Even myself. And
Right.
I done learned so much, bro, and came so far. You didn't see me grow,
yeah. I
around
am.
town, just you didn't see me grow, bro. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, no doubt. I'm proud of you. I'm so glad you're not doing.
no, I appreciate you because
Yeah,
I always had
yeah,
a head on my shoulder at the same time. Like
yeah.
even with joining the military, everything, bro. Like
Hmm.
I'm far from being far fetched. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Uh,
I like to speak from the other side of the fence because a lot of people from the other side of the fence don't ain't gonna never get heard.
Yeah, they got no
yeah,
voice. They don't have a
They'll
voice.
never have
Yeah.
a
yeah.
voice.
And,
Yeah.
and also, if y'all go downtown, this is what. Uh, and I don't really care if people get to know or not. But if you go downtown on Fifth Street, you notice it's an area, it's a land, it's a parking lot, and you notice that they have little banners hanging of certain people.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I didn't come up with that per se, but I used to talk to the previous administration. Uh, and I'm not throwing them under the bus and nothing like that, but I was
Yeah.
like,
You
look,
good,
let's do
bro.
like
You
this
good. I know
solar
you wouldn't
park.
do it.
Let's
Put the
have
ass under the bus.
a bunch of murals downtown in that particular area of musicians that have come from Meridian.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Now, if you go, also another thing, if you go look at the David Ruffin and the Temptations, it's by Dumont Cloud. But
Man, y'all hearing this live
yeah,
right now, paper bag talk. Let's go, brother said. You say as
yeah,
well?
if you go downtown, you'll see the David Ruffin and the Temptations. Um, it's a mural on a little brick wall right by Dumont Cloud. Now, a couple of years ago, I even went to a couple of committees and stuff, and like I said, I'm just a small fish, right? And I was like, well, I wanted to do like a whole mural, of the brother. And
Right.
but I wanted it to be on Fifth Street, which was the historical African American or Black district in Meridian. So, but it's good that it's up. But I even talked to the previous administrator, and I even told him, I said, look, I said, y'all gonna have to give me some type of notoriety. And I talked to the lady that was over the community development, and she was like, oh yes, sure. Cedric, I said, yeah, because I said I came up with this concept a couple of years ago, but like I say, I don't have the resources, the small fish in the pond. But that was my idea of like to have a soul park on Fifth Street where you have all the musicians recognized. You have different events because they used to have, you know, paperback. You remember a few years ago they used to have the Juneteenth celebration down there.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes.
So I
Facts.
wanted to like kind of restore that, but hopefully I'm working on some things now, trying to get something beautified in that particular area. But you, I'm going to think positive. I'm not going to, worry about, some of the challenges, obstacles. But I, um, I went down there a few weeks ago, and I recorded myself saying, you know, this is what I wanted, just for
Yeah,
archives, So if I don't get chance to do it, the final touches, y'all can know where this came from. It might be
we gonna finish.
somebody else
Man,
who come
you gonna
along
do it.
and do it,
Said giving them
but
hell.
You gonna do it.
yeah, but that comes from a little east side or straight out the east end.
Straight out the
So
east side, man. Shout out to the east side. Shout out to the whole city, but shout out to the
yeah,
east side, man, for sure, sure.
yeah. So
Hey, brother
They
said,
see they see said coming. Oh my God, Sed's coming. Oh my God.
east
yeah, I
side. Oh
know,
my
right?
god.
I know.
Hey, brother said, check this out though. You open my mind to this though.
Hmm.
I feel like one thing I want to do, me personally, I want us to do as a community is let's start giving people notoriety. Like the standard on notoriety is so high, people wait till you all the way at the top to say good job.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
exactly,
saying? It
Yeah.
like
exactly.
we should have a war.
Right.
Like we got people that rap in the city, but you gotta blow up and
Hmm.
rapping for somebody to say something. Like maybe we
Yeah,
should have a,
exactly.
a rap award show or something. Like
Yeah, yeah,
y'all hearing this first on Paper Bad Talk. So
yeah,
we got that. We're gonna have that coming up next year, y'all. This just for the
yeah,
music order. We're gonna have the Paper Bad Talk Music Award. You feel me?
yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
it's gonna be for the
Exactly.
artists that's in the city that all you gotta do is put your name in.
Yeah,
Because come on, man. Like you gotta be a football player, you in high school, and you do all this and that, you going to practice every day, but you gotta wait till he go to the NFL for you say he great.
yeah,
Man,
yeah,
give him some credit while he here, bro. That's what's wrong with our city, bro. We don't even know we don't notify our legends that they legend. Then they get
yeah,
around
exactly.
legends and they like, damn, I ain't know all this good. My bad for
Yeah,
cousin, but they like,
yeah,
dog, I ain't know all this good. And it's like, should it take that?
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Good job, bro. You ran a
yeah.
touchdown. You
So,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
oh yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
hopefully within the next year or so, I don't know what the city's going to do with some of those um buildings. I think they are condemned in that area, but like I said, if you look to the part by the grass in the parking lot, it's a building, it's brick building. But when you look at it, you can't help but to see, man, you can look at it and you can and when it's a mural once we get finished doing the murals and all that, I'm gonna claim it, right?
Right.
I think it's gonna look real nice in that area. Uh, I think it'll look nice. And so I'm gonna try to put it into play and so might need y'all help, you know.
We
Like that,
definitely help.
I'm a small fish in the big pond. So
I understand definitely where you coming from on that, brother said. Yeah. We gotta work together, man. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We gotta work together. But man,
yeah,
what I can say
exactly.
is, brother said, is it anything you want to say closing the show, man? Is it anything you want
Yeah,
to tell the people, man?
um always, like I'm all love and like I say, learn as much as you can while you know, we exist. you
Right.
we only have the amount of time, so make use of it every day. Make use of every second that you have. Um, you know, get outside of the norm sometimes. You know, don't box yourself in to one frame of thinking.
Right.
Yourself, you know, do
Right,
something
right. So
like something out of the norm. Like
Like that.
sometimes make a change in your routine. You know, if you go get a if you go get coffee every morning, maybe skip a morning, go to another place. Just change it
Mhm.
up. You know, try to experience as many things possible.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me
try
come
something
on,
new.
y'all. Shout out to Paper Bag,
You did me, man.
keeping it
We
real,
appreciate that, man.
and
That,
Mr.
Much respect,
DC.
brother said. Much respect.
hey, brother
Yeah, no
said, before
doubt.
you get big, man, I'm gonna say this. We brought you here first. We brought you here
Yeah,
first, brother said, because I know once a
yeah,
lot of people get to hearing you, man, it's gonna be, you already ringing all over, but it's gonna, it's gonna get overwhelming for you, for a guy like you, for a guy like DC, for a guy
Mm.
like me.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
said making big moves.
Yeah.
Said making big moves,
yeah,
man.
So, we gotta acknowledge that, bro. I'm not finna see. I don't care if it sometimes when I say it make you smile, because it's like, wow, but it's like, yeah, it's like, bro, you deserve this, bro. You deserve to
yeah,
be acknowledged. You deserve
Exactly.
more, way
Yeah.
more than acknowledgement. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm only
yeah,
giving what I can. You
yeah,
feel what I'm
yeah. And
saying?
I appreciate that, man.
That's why,
And
tonight we on here and we giving these people the knowledge, and they want it, bro. You can see that they want it. It's like,
It's good to see some
crazy.
positivity for a change, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
That's good, you
when
know.
I top it up with you again, fam, I'm gonna go over some things that I tried to implement, you know, um, and we'll discuss some of that later. Uh, some of it with the High Meridian Housing Authority and couple
Right.
programs. But yeah, we definitely chop it
But
up,
yeah.
man.
Well,
Like I said, I appreciate you.
you already know what I gotta say, y'all. You feel me, DC?
No, I don't. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what it is. We
Had a little
are.